Morning, Kibet.
Good morning, and thank you so much for keeping it here. Morning at NTV. I'm Daniel Kibet, and we're coming to you live from the Supreme Court here in Uganda's capital, Kampala, where there's a big judgment that is about to come starting 9:30 a.m. and that judgment is specifically about the matter that has caused a lot of controversy in the country, whether it is constitutional to try civilians in the court-martial or it is unconstitutional. Of course, going back to 2021, where the Supreme Court decided to hold a decision that was made by the Constitutional Court and that particular decision deemed it as unconstitutional trial of civilians in the court-martial, and that stemmed from a case that had been presented to the Constitutional Court by that is Kabaziguruka, is a former Nakawa East Member of Parliament. Although the Constitutional Court ruled in his favor and said, look, it is unconstitutional to try civilians in the court-martial, the Attorney General appealed that particular decision at the Supreme Court and asked or requested the Supreme Court to stay that decision, which it was granted anyway. But look, it's been 4 years down the road, and most human rights activists especially have been so concerned that why has it taken so long for the Supreme Court to take a decision or to make a ruling on that particular decision. And some of the reasons that were given for the delay include the deaths of Justices Stella Aracha Moko and Ruby Opio Aweri, and of course the retirement of Justice Faith Monda, that is early 2024. But we've seen a number of activists coming here. For instance, in December, Kenya's politician and former Justice Minister, that is Martha Karua, alongside Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago and a team of other lawyers who are standing in or representing Dr. Kizza Besigye in the court-martial, stormed this particular Supreme Court, wanting to know why a ruling has not been made nearly 4 years down the road. But finally, today is that day, and it could really be it could be a big deal today, because then going forward, people like Dr. Kizza Besigye and Obed Lutale, who are at the court-martial facing charges related to national security, illegal possession of firearms and ammunition, plus a new charge of treasury that was added to them on 13th January 2025, could know their fate. And just in case the ruling today, if in case the Supreme Court decides today and makes a judgment upholding the Constitutional Court's decision that said that trying civilians in the court-martial is illegal, then that could mean probably that all civilians who are currently facing a trial in the court-martial their files could be transferred to the civilian court. But if in case it goes against that decision and says that, you know what, it is constitutional to try civilians in the court-martial, then probably we could see more and more Ugandans, of course, being taken to the court-martial to be tried there. So we are eagerly waiting for whatever decision that will come, and we understand that a panel of 7 senior jurists led by the Chief Justice, that is Alphonse Owiny-Dollo, are expected, of course, to deliver that judgment starting 9:30 a.m. We will definitely be on ground to ensure that we give you updates as and when they happen, of course, throughout our social media platforms. That is NTV Uganda on X, NTV Uganda as well on Facebook, plus our subsequent bulletins, that is NTV at 1, NTV Akaongezi and NTV Tonight.